What's up guys, it's Blake, and today we're going to be reviewing the new cover song by the 1975 called By Your Side, originally by Nigerian R&B artist Sade. This song originally came out in 2000 on her album Lovers Rock. The 1975 is my favorite band, for those that don't know, so this is basically Christmas for me. From what I know about this cover and release in general, it was pretty much thrown together really last minute and kind of rushed to make it for tonight. The 1975 were called up to do this for the War Child charity, which they're playing a show tonight for, which is in conjunction with the Brit Awards, which is tomorrow. The 1975 is up for the Album of the Year for I Like It When You Sleep, which will most likely win at the Brit Awards tomorrow after its run at the NME Awards and its nomination for the Mercury Prize as well. I wanted this to be a new song, but I've known that it was a cover now for about a week and a half after really digging around the internet for some inside information. I've seen a lot of rumors about album 3 from the guys and a lot of speculation that this was going to be the first single from it, but it's all happening way too fast to really have another album out so soon. I don't think we'll honestly see a new album from them until maybe mid to late 2018 with all the hype they've been going through and all the big tours they're booking and all these festivals. Essentially, there's a lot of hype right now, and it doesn't help that Maddie has been adding to it by tweeting shit like "Music for Cars, the album, coming soon," and all this thing that's really just adding fuel to the fire. But this band loves to be cryptic, so we'll see what actually happens. But the current rumor that I've heard that's been swirling around is that they'll be entering the studio this summer after their series of festival runs, and we're getting actually new music in early 2018. So you're probably wondering why I'm talking about all of this in a single review. Well, here's your answer. The fact that it's a cover lowers my standards for what I was expecting immensely. Sade's version is already really atmospheric and really ambient and in the vein the 1975 does so well, so they couldn't really reinvent the wheel with this cover unless they went back to a sort of self-titled organic instrumentation type of sound, which was probably the most doubtful thing to ever happen. The biggest change, what people are complaining about the most from this cover, is the vocoded vocals. Everyone is screaming about auto-tune on Facebook groups and YouTube comments, but it's not auto-tune on Maddie's voice, it's a vocoder. Auto-tune just corrects the pitch of the vocals. A vocoder, on the other hand, splits the vocal signal into multiple paths that gets fed through polyphonic filters that gets intertwined with a synthetic instrument, most likely it's strings or a pad lead, that causes the original signal and the synthetic signal to get mixed into one input that sounds like pitch correction, but it's actually harmonization between two different instruments. In this case, it's Maddie's voice and a synth. It's really a stylistic choice rather than a correctional choice. It's very similar to what artists like Lil Wayne and T-Pain do on their records to make themselves sound a little more synthetic and actually make their voices sound like instruments. Go listen to other artists like Imogen Heap, The Japanese House, and Bon Iver's 22 A Million album. It's a really hard thing to get right, and when it's tastefully done like it is on this cover, it's a really awesome thing, and I'm probably the only person in the world right now who's heard the leak of the song that really loves the effect, because all I see is, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever because he sounds like a robot. But as far as the 1975's old music and what I would compare this to, this song reminds me a ton of How to Draw, which was a B-side from I Like It When You Sleep. That song, by the way, also uses a vocoder. Instrumentally, it's textbook 1975 style. The synths are warm, the saxophone still dominates the lead sections, and the bass has a ton of synth-like drive while still being completely naturally recorded. The one thing I'm not a huge fan of though on this is that George and Adam are completely non-existent on this track. I can be a lot more forgiving for George's absence because he does a lot of the production behind the mix and really works out the relationship between the synths on that level. Him not being involved organically on an actual drum kit is pretty much expected after I Like It When You Sleep, but where the absolute fuck is Adam on this? Even on the synth-driven songs on I Like It When You Sleep, Adam was still playing something on guitar. He wasn't just doing nothing. A lot of the guitar parts were some of what the 1975 were kind of known for, the really simplistic lead parts that were really polyphonic and rhythmic that really guided the song, and I feel like the 1975 is slowly losing that as we drift more towards this hip-hop and synth-like influence. Overall, for what this song is, it's pretty much perfectly executed for what Sade's original version sounds like. It's a one-off cover for a one-off charity show, and tonight will probably be the only time they ever play this song live. It's pretty much a gimmick track so they can participate in the War Child charity event and still give the fans something to look forward to and hold us over until they start torturing us with cryptic material for album 3. Looking forward to new music though. I think we can expect a lot more of this style from the 1975. Kinda happy about it, minus the issues with guitar. But I give the song an 8 out of 10 and I'm hyped about it, honestly. It's just the 1975 doing the 1975 style. But definitely let me know what you think in the comments below for this song and if I should find a way to cover this, even though there's gonna be nothing to really cover. But again, thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new here and like the video please, that would be awesome.